Hello, and welcome back everyone to our Total War 3 Kingdoms series where we're playing as Yuan Shao, recently defeating Yuan Shao of the Yellow Turbans led by Yuan Shao over here. That threat is certainly eliminated with Tao Chen seizing down Dong over here, but we do still have two more threats to the north of Gongsun Zan being the major threat and Zhang Yan over here. With him recently taking Yuan Shan over here, I would not be surprised to see him try and beeline down to either Shindu or Julu over here over the next few turns. So we're going to have to press on over here as quickly as possible. Might even get a force march up to get a little bit extra distance over the end turn here. That's still going to take a few turns to get over a garrison here. What can we do with our money at the moment is the question. Where do we want to spend it? Do we spend it on food? Or to spend it on raw income? I think we spend it on raw income at the moment. We'll go for some industry over here at the moment, build that up. It's going to take some time, but a worthy investment, I would think. I don't think there's anything we can do with diplomacy at the moment. Can we get any non-aggression pacts? We can try this little die so we get some money out of him, actually. We will request some regular payments, but it's not liking that. So what about flat payments to help us out? There's liking that a lot more. And in fact, he's very much liking that. We can get a lot of money out of him, I think. Yeah, we get 660 out of him. That's not too bad at all. Let's take that. Might be able to reinvest that straight away. It's not looking like it. We can't build anything up just yet. But it does help us out with our income over the end turn there. Do have our coalition with Liu Bei to think about as well. That is going to give us a little bit of lineage over there. In fact, 5 every turn. We actually get some from Yuan Shao being the faction leader, being deployed in an army, which is excellent. Do we spend any of that right now? Let's have a look in the captain armory. What can we do with this captain? We did recently give them some more melee evasion. Can we do anything to help out? Some morale would be pretty nice, actually. How much are we sass on? 133. Just thinking, be fine over there. Increased replenishment in foreign land isn't necessarily bad, actually. I'm always loving replenishment. Melee damage and melee attack rate's not bad either, but morale certainly the king there. I think we're going to go for that so that we do stay in for a little longer in every battle. And that's going to really reduce our lineage at the moment, but don't worry, we'll go back up. We do get 18 per turn at the moment, and that will be excellent for taking any extra sites and such, any territory. We are still going to garrison in Liling over here, be a little passive, expecting an invasion from Gongsun Zan down south, so want that replenishment and a garrison over here to stay strong. Might think about actually recruiting a couple more units over here. We might go for some more G militia to begin with. Just one unit here. Do we get some Sabre militia to help us out in these protracted fights? Might be an idea. I think those Sabre militia is just cheaper and a little more usable over here. What bonuses do we get from Yan Liang over here for that? Nothing, just we get disciplined. But that's not so useful at the moment. He will later on get armor piercing, but that's for the whole army. I'm liking Mighty Thrust over here as an active ability, and Flames of the Phoenix is always desirable. So we're going to just have to wait over there, unfortunately. We might think about getting some more units in Yuan Shao's army to bolster that against Zhang Yan. We don't know if he's got a large or small army just yet, but we need to expect it is a full stack, just to be on the side of caution there. But we're going to end the turn and see if he does in fact come down. Fingers crossed he doesn't. And yeah, we can see Zhang Yan has indeed come down to attack us in and ping over here. But it's now at war with the other bandit, Zhongjiang, to his more westerly positions. A few more wars going on there. Some characters to recruit, but don't really need them. We have a clay warrior. We can trade that off for diplomacy later on. It's going to take a lot longer to get over here, but we're going to use the standard movement so we do get some replenishment on Yuan Shao himself. He's going to certainly need that to fight Zhang Yang in the future. Is this a level up over here? We have Shun Yu's level up, excellent. I think we're going to go for resourcefulness so that we can get over to night battles and extra armor piercing range damage later on. It does get the extra supplies when commanding, but it's not so useful at the moment. What we could do, I think we'll stay in here at the moment actually. I wouldn't mind setting up an ambush over here just in case Gongsun Zan does come down for Liling. But we'll do that in a couple turns once we've replenished and mustered, I think. At the moment, we're just trying to get onto Zhang Yan. There's not much else we can do, I don't think. So, quick turn, quick passive turn. That's about it, really. Kong Rong at the end turns, giving us a lot of money there for some military access. We're certainly going to do that. Liu Bei will like that as well, increasing our relations with him. Certainly take that money. And unfortunately, Zhang Yan has pressed onto Anping over here. All we can do is delegate it. But we will see that he has got a few losses over here, but taking Anping will allow him to replenish a little bit, so we are going to need to pounce on him as quick as possible to take advantage of that. Alrighty, so we gained a couple of lineage ranks there, but not to worry. It's not really of note, to be honest. We did, of course, lose Zhulu in Anping, and what we're going to do is just sit over here. And we're going to set up an ambush just in case Zhang Yan decides to come straight for Xindu over here. And that lets Yuan Shao replenish a little bit more over here. We do need to get a reform up, because we're allowed to now. And I think we're going to go down this line quickly so that we can get to the -2 mustering turns and plus starting rank for peasant units, which is always useful. At the moment, though, this one will give us -25% construction costs to military buildings and lets us get the training camp at tier 3. Not that we'll probably ever see that. I don't generally go for that sort of building myself. I think it will set up an ambush which catches the road over here as well. That gives us a little bit of sight to give us some warning over here, as well as allow us to replenish these 2 units still just inside our own territory. We do have a bit of money to spend, though. And I think we're going to spend it. Bit more food, population growth. I think that's what we're going to go for. Do that. What are we not happy about? Taxation. Oh, can't be having that though. Can we do any assignments? No, we can't, which is rather unlucky. How's our court looking? We could go for a chancellor, and that's increased income from peasantry. Do we get a lot of money from peasantry? Let's have a look in our treasury. Actually, peasantry is our main income at the moment at 930, so increasing that should send us over the 200 character salary. Who's not particularly happy at the moment? Who would like a court position the most? Yan Liang, probably for the best, actually. I think that's probably not a bad idea, actually, because he's not going to give us a lot more bonuses as an administrator. So we go for that. It's sort of stabilised at the moment. It's not done a lot for us, but not to worry. Keeps him happy, and that's what we want. Happiness and satisfaction across the board, sort of middling, could be better. A lot of it's due to sibling rivalries, though, and lack of purposes. And we'll sort this out later on. Hopefully, Zhang Yan comes over here and into our ambush, really. He is still replenishing, but not going to take a lot longer. I'm not liking his army, really. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to stand up to that. We've got some light spear infantry with shields, and that's not good for our mainly cavalry-focused army, of course, is it? Do have some infantry to hold against that, though. It's going to be a very interesting battle when it comes down to it. Very, very interesting indeed. But we don't have the time to recruit any more units, we just got to go for it. And at the end turn, it looks like Zhang Yan has moved out. He's gone more southerly and is looking towards Wei by the looks of things. It's rather unlucky there. Do we go straight for Anping? That's going to give us some losses. I think really we need to just go for the army over here. We're going to try and stay out of the garrison space over here, the reinforcement range. Because we don't want them joining the battle. Hopefully he comes to fight us. He's not letting himself replenish over here. Now, that's especially true for Zhang Jinlan over here, who's on half health, which is very nice indeed. Gains an ancillary, War Axe. That could help someone. Ji Ling and Chen Gongtai over here. Very nice indeed, Gongtai being the style name. We do also see Gongsun Zan with a full stack, a very nasty full stack. Largely archers, actually. I think we could certainly take that on. It's the heroes of Gongsun Zan and Zhao Yun himself over here is going to be rather nasty to fight. I think then we're going to get some more Saber Militia, and I think really we want some melee cav over here to help out. And do we get anything else? Because we're quite tight on our budget at the moment. And we're still getting money from diplomacy to tide us over. So that's going to drop quite heavily when that ends. I think we need to choose some more diplomacy over here to try help us out. Cao has a loss of money. Can we trade him? Trade him the warrior. Might actually send him the war axe to put that up. There's a little bit of room there to negotiate. We'll request some more money. What can we get out of him though is the question. It's over 200, so I'll take that. It's over 300. 409? I'll certainly take that. That'll pay for a few units. Come on. There we go. Excellent. It's temporary, but it'll do something. Just really, again, watching for Zhang Yan over here. It's the bandit problem today, guys. That is quite an interesting move from Zhang Yan over here. I don't want to siege that down because he will be outnumbered quite a bit. What we might want to do is lay an ambush outside and once again be a bit passive about that. And suspect he's going to use this road if he does indeed retreat, rather than go southerly once again. But we'll just have to wait that out. I don't want to have to take that on with the... It is minor garrison, but I just don't want to fight that at the moment. Although having said that, can we move in to attack that now? Can't do that just yet, unfortunately. So we're going to have to wait an ambush. Is this going to let him replenish there? We'll see what he does over the end turn. Looks like Gongsun Zan is running away over here, unless he's going towards Bolhai this way. It's a guesswork. It's the guesswork that gets me. Do not like it whatsoever. What can we spend some money on though? Might want to upgrade way over here so we get the extra income. It's going to be a loss of money though. It's going to be a loss of money. If you do any assignments still. Do have over here for peasantry income. I think we certainly go for that. Let's go for tax collection from Yuan Shao. And that'll be very nice indeed once that goes over. Again, more passive, but we just need to wait out these two armies over here. We're split up far too much for my liking. But we'll get it on the side of caution and hope we get to ambush Zhang Yan at least once again. Alright, so Gongsun Zan has not moved. We've got a character to look at over here. Looks like a level up. We are going to get... We're going to get something for administrative abilities, really. I think we go down this way. Can't give them anything else, but that's the least of our worries at the moment. I think we are just going to attack Zhang Yan over here. Once we've looked over here, I'm going to get this upgraded for some more money. We just got to go for it. Just got to go for it. I'll do a quick save. And yeah, saying balance of power is not in our favour, of course. And I do believe that. We go to starve them out, perhaps? We'll demand a quick surrender, but of course it's not going to take it. I think... Is that a settlement battle? It's not. I think what we'll do is try and starve them out, but I think they will certainly attack us over the end turn. Once again. Not be too aggressive. And once again, just waiting. I don't want to pop in because we know there's two armies over here and they will pounce on us. Don't like that at all. Can we upgrade anything over here? Don't want to do it just in case you do siege down Amping, to be honest. So we're going to go over here and upgrade to a large town in Wei finally. Can I call Liu Bei actually into this war? Can we do request military support from Liu Bei against Zhang Yan? He's not going to like that just yet. I wonder actually if we can call him in against Gongsun Zan. We'll try that, see what he thinks about it. His relations aren't the greatest there. Doesn't like that quite as much. We don't have any ancillaries to trade now, unfortunately, do we? What about we don't really have a simple payment. We can't make a food trade. Interestingly, we should be doing that already then if that's the case. Can we make a simple payment? Let's say 200 to begin with. That's really not helping that much, is it? I don't want to spend too much over here because he might not be too active. Yeah, it's a little too rich for me. You have to say no to that then. No aid from this coalition. Passive coalition. And the best type of coalition. Another passive turn then. Let's go. And there we go. We're being attacked, guys. Let's go straight into the battle. Not liking this army, but we're going to have to deal with it. Get straight in, dive in. Alrighty, so at the start of this one, we'd love to try and keep the hill over here if possible, but it looks like the enemy won't let us. Let's have a look how we stack up with duels. It's saying we're likely to win all of them, but they do have a lot more hit points over here. I'm not liking this, to be honest. Yuan Shao, of course, a veteran in many duels, but he's not necessarily made for it, is he? Zhang Yan certainly is, with a lot more damage. This one, his Sentinel could take it. They were low on health. They don't have a lot there. How about our own? We're only a couple thousand ahead. I don't really like it. I think we're just going to have to fight this as a standard battle without duels. That's absolutely fine. It's probably time for it. Looks like they're concentrating their cavalry over here, so we're actually going to bring Yuan Shao to help with that. Try and catch their cavalry in one go. They are largely lance and shock type cavalry, so I'm experienced melee cavalry should be able to take them on as long as Yuan Shao's help over here. Saying the threat's quite large though. We're going to quickly swing around our own cavalry to a flank. Going to be relying on archers and cavalry once again in this battle. Look at that lovely little charge there, but I have only caught a couple there. You have to brace over here for a charge by the looks of things, but some archer fire will weaken them a tad. Already routing off one of their cavalry units, but two of their characters are coming. I think we're going to pull out here and go for this unit of bandit raiders on our flank. We can't really sacrifice any spear units, unfortunately, to help out with these fights. We're going to go on the flank to their archers to sort those out as quickly as possible. We have routed off this unit though, because they can't stay in for a sustained fight. Going to go for this bandit gang, move around over here with this unit of archers, try and curl up over here, get a charge in later on. We have shattered another unit of cavalry. Excellent, that's permanently off the field then. We're going to have to come in and help with this fight, unfortunately. Just move our cavalry as one large group if possible, and start firing into this position here. Try and catch, if possible, as much as we can there. Charge in here. Send these spears, I think, to help us over here. And we'll do a rear charge once we've sorted out this archers over here. Want them to completely shatter if possible. What is our own cavalry doing over here? Still sourcing out some bandit marauders. Routed off over here. I think we're just going to have to do some cycle charges onto the centre here to free up our own infantry. And we're going to have to try and free up our cavalry over here. If we can rear charge actually over here, that will help out our saber militia. So we're going to do a massive charge into there, but that will bring in these two commanders over here. So let's use our archers on these units, I think. Just take off him. There we go. Tiny misclick is all good. Move over here to help us armour out. And that has routed off these units. We'll probably chase them down with some cavalry. Getting closer, so we're going to have to bring in our Warriors of Yi over here to help out with this massive bunch of units. Do we take this? I'm going to decline that for now. If they're trying to initiate a duel, that does suggest they're quite confident. We've routed our Saber Militia, unfortunately, over here. Bring in everything we can to sort this out. Our cavalry has smashed through the centre here. Let's bring back our sabres. Get them, I think, on top over here. Move in like so. I guess I'll just keep an eye out there. Sentinel has come in over here. Let's get our cavalry to help that out then. Who's this? Enemy units flee. Excellent. Keep Yuan Shao over here. Move our strategist. Quite the mess. Quite the mess, but I'm quite confident our warriors over here will help against Zhang Yan and such. We'll focus that if possible. Keep our cavalry away for now. Get them on the bandit warriors. Should do okay against them. Excellent, nice charge, but do need to watch out for the G militia once again with their spears on our flanks. Get over here to help that out. We have started to rouse off the sentinel over here, which is excellent. And we'll get Yuan Shao over here. We've routed off and completely shattered, actually, those bandits I don't know what the hell we're doing over here with these archers. Just forgotten about them apparently. Let's come back over here. And what we're going to do over here is take these units of cavalry and I think just bash into the enemy archers once again and support our infantry out there. Let's get Yuan Shao out over here, charge down the G militia to make sure they run off completely, bring back these cavalry units. Looking battered, but I think we can just about come up on looking good over here. We'll start firing Yudu over here just to keep his morale low, start firing out onto these bandit gangs. Just turn out over here so we don't force ourselves into a melee there. Make sure our infantry are doing something over there properly because they look idle. And I think we'll keep them tied down over here with our own infantry there. So that's looking okay. Just need to avoid the spears. We'll make sure Yudu routes off properly. We have shattered everything over here. So I think this is a victory. Going to be a costly one, but we will absolutely destroy the enemy here, and everything's now rousing off. Just Zhang Yan remain. No, he's died. That is why everyone started to rouse off. Looks like we killed Zhang Yan permanently there. And that is a messy but a full victory. Close victory indeed. And we'll certainly take it. Oh, so how are we looking at that? We lost 407 units, a bit battered across the board, but not anything quite as bad as Zhang Yan over here. Gained a little bit of lineage. And over the end term, we'll have to take back this assessment. We are certainly going to execute, or we could employ, actually. Another sentinel might not be bad, even for their assignments, to be honest. The salary is what I'm looking at there. I think we'll release them. Certainly execute Zhang Yan over here. The leader cannot be allowed to live, and we also get an engineer. So that's always useful. Having said that then, we're going to release Yudu over here, and we'll take the replenishment. Alrighty, so faction regencies belonging to the person we released, and that should be a nice peace treaty once we take back and Ping over here. We'll delegate that, there's no need to fight that. Lost 73, absolutely acceptable. Good amount of money to loot some lineage, and we'll secure and occupy that with the lineage we just gained. So, ancillaries gained. Engineer, Grey Stallion, excellent, that's from the executions. We have General of the Front after winning a battle where 35 total units participated. And we have General of the Standard once again. I thought we got that recently, but not to worry. We also have a rebellion imminent in Wei. And let's see, why would that be? Taxation and administrators. Ooh, don't like that. We're going to have to sort that out then next with with Yuan Shao. That will be over the next turn, but it will be quite minor. Should be able to make that over a couple of turns. We'll be all good there. I don't want to pop up a quick army, unfortunately, because that's just too much money. So Yuan Shao's got a upgrade as well. Gonna get him. I think we get some trust for more armor in his retinue. That's great, and some peasantry for an administration order there. Could have given him the axe previously, actually. Han Fu, what do you have? We'll give him exactly the same. All useful there. And that's letting us know that we will have a rebellion very soon. So I think we will look at getting peace over here, if possible. And they certainly want a peace. Could we take these dual war axes, actually? They're very nice indeed. Apparently didn't go through properly. Certainly can. I'll take that. Yeah, absolutely. And I will request we take regular payments. Take the tiniest bit of money off of them, 98, but I want reparations. And that should secure our northern flank from them. So it is only the rebellion so far, and of course Gongsun Zan to worry about. But that will be for another episode, guys. That is unfortunately all we have time for today. Got one battle in, so doing alright, getting some progress done there. Bit hectic. But I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please do leave your feedback in the comments section below. Thank you as ever for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed. But I've been the Edified Gamer, and I hope all of your nights and days are auspicious. Goodbye.